cold one. It's a cold one out today. We're in the Emmitsburg shop today. Not a whole lot going on. There we go. We are in the Emmitsburg shop. Alright, so there's one piece of equipment in here that I really wanted to show you guys, and I've been wanting to for a while now, but it looks like it's kind of blocked in, but we'll try our best. So what I've really wanted to show you guys here in the shop is this flamer right here. And I know Ben did a YouTube video back in the summer over this piece of equipment, but I felt like it needed another one. Now that piece of equipment isn't probably the most used piece of equipment on our farm, our operation, but it is a very valuable one. And so what it does is those two torches are pointed at the row, or the inside of the row. So for every row right here, there'll be one torch pointed inwards at it and then one from the other side. And so what they do, they obviously flame the weed, but they explode the cells in the leaves so it can't photosynthesize, and that pushes them back by a week, 2 weeks. Kind of depends on the weather after you do run the flamer through it. So it's a very nice, valuable piece of equipment to use in the summer, but only when you need to. The thought is you only need to use it on certain fields. You should be able to stay ahead with row crop cultivating, your tine weeders and rotary hoes. You should be able to stay on top of it. But if you can't, this is kind of the last resort or the save all. But another thing about it, it's kind of a dangerous job. It's got a 1,000-gallon propane tank on the back of it, so when you're pulling it on a tractor, you essentially have a big bomb behind you. So it's not the most fun job or safe. Personally, I've never ran it, and I have no desire to, and that's a big reason why. I think I've ridden it a couple times. It is really fun to watch it work, but it is not a very, compared to row crop cultivating, it's not very safe, which doesn't say a whole lot, but we have never had any big accidents with it, and knock on wood we don't. But this one is not like switch. You can't run a switch to kill the torches on and off. This one you have to separately light, I believe, each torch with a torch. So you want to make sure when you do that, you have it facing a way that the wind is blowing with you, or it's not blowing back on you. That's what I'm trying to say. You want to be facing somewhere that the propane is not coming back towards you, because for obvious reasons, if you have an open fire source like a torch and it's burning, very flammable propane coming back at you is not going to be very good for you. And so yeah, the other one has switches to, you can do it in the tractor, so it's kind of like spot spraying, where you can flame where it's bad, the bad spots, and then turn it off where it's not so bad. And Ben did do that with this one. He just lifted it up when he got to a spot that wasn't too bad, and then he just put it back down where it was bad. But that's a little bit about the flamer. I'm going to cover a couple more things, but I'm going to have to change the battery because you guys are about to die. Alright, there we go. You guys are back. So I'm going to talk about a few more things on this flamer, and this will probably, the flamer is going to be the whole thing of this video. I kind of wanted to just take another video and just go over this one because I think it's a really cool piece of equipment, and I think it's a really unique piece of equipment because it's kind of like the sprayer, which conventional guys use, but it's like the sprayer for organic guys, I think. It's just a very nice, reliable piece of equipment. And another thing on this are these big shields. I know I pointed them out earlier, but the purpose of these shields is to trap the heat from the torches. So these lay in the row, and they're, I don't know, what is that, 28 inches or so? Probably more like 25. But we could probably do a tape measure and measure, but we won't. And what that does, it lies in the middle of the row, and it either, well, it bends the weeds down towards the torches, and it also traps the heat from the torches so it burns more effectively and a lot hotter. So you have a higher kill rate, and you don't have an open flame just going haywire. But yeah, that's a big part. These torches, I think I have one of those. There's two. We actually made this one, I believe, last year in the shop, and that's what I was gonna say. We're actually gonna make another one this year, I believe, or maybe we're just making rotary hose. I think we were talking about making another 60-foot flamer, and I think we should, just in case. You never know if it's gonna be a bad year for weeds. And that's kind of the thing with organic farming. You have to stay on top of it every year, because if you don't one year, you're just setting yourself up for 2, 3, however many years where the weeds are bad if you don't fight it off consistently every year, every week in the summer, right after you plant. All that stuff with organic farming you have to stay on top of, otherwise things get away really fast in organic farming if you don't maintain a very consistent level of good caretaking of your crops. That's corn, beans, whatever row crop you do for organic. Staying on top of it and staying ahead of the weeds is a very big priority for us. And I know all the guys around us, it's a very big priority for them too. That's why you don't see many organic farmers out at the lake every summer. Only conventional guys. So little jab at conventional guys there. But we're all farmers. We're all doing the same thing. I just wanted to showcase this piece of equipment that we use, and I know a couple other people use it around our area, and I'm sure other people do it in other areas of the Midwest and on the coast. Wherever you farm, we're all doing the same thing. But I'm gonna go home now. Might stop at A&W and grab a root beer float. Shout out to Carter. I'll bring you one, buddy, someday. But thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned a little bit of something. I highly recommend going back and watching that video of Ben running it. Very educational, much more educational than any of the videos that I do. Definitely more educational than any of the videos that Jack does. So go check it out. Go watch it. Leave a like. Subscribe. But this week was boring. Didn't have much going on. That's why I'm here on a Saturday doing a video. But hopefully we find something next week. And until then, catch you in the next one.